Hello everyone and welcome to this video. I hope you're all doing okay. This video is going to be about an anime which is currently ongoing, Gibiate. I wanted to talk about this anime because it's a bumpy ride. Roughly, what is this anime about? The story takes place in 2030 and it's a post-apocalyptic world. Everything has been destroyed basically because of those beasts called Gibiate, and those beasts are basically were basically born out of the disease in humans. So basically those beasts, these Gibiate stuff are humans that turned into monsters, and this thing spread really quickly and the world is like devastated now and stuff like that. When we're done with that introduction, we go back in time in the 13th century and we see two characters who are samurais and they've been exiled, so they're just sailing out of Japan. I don't know, they're just going away, and all of a sudden there's just this blue light coming out of the water and they are sucked up in this type of temporal fracture, I guess, and they end up in the timeline when the story happens. Yeah, first of all, I want to say, just by how like websites describe that thing, like in terms of gender and theme, you can see that it's going to be a mess. Gender: action, adventure, drama, fantastic, horror, SF, all that. Themes: future, monsters, ninjas, post-apocalyptic, samurais. What I gather from all that is that this anime doesn't know where it's going, or at least it's a mishmash of absolutely everything they could think of, and in general, when you do that, it doesn't really work. In order for something to be good and to be enjoyable to watch, you have to know what you're watching, kind of. You can like mess up with different genders, that's not the problem, but with that much genders like in this anime, it's a recipe for disaster, and that's exactly what happened. This story is just so sloppy. How they handle things is just horrible. In the opening of the anime, we are introduced to a character. It's this girl named, I don't remember her name. She's 18, and the disaster happened when she was still in high school, and she's all like, yeah, I will find the cure for that disease. But you still in high school, you 18, how are you gonna do this? How are you gonna find the cure? So far there's only there's only 2 episodes out, or 3, I don't remember, but she hasn't shown any kind of like super intellectual type of skill, which maybe could like make us think that she's someone who could actually find a cure. Absolutely not. The only thing she does is like saving the samurais in the beginning, and then she's just there. How the story moves on also is really disturbing. So I told you before, those samurais come from the past, and when they are introduced to the present day person, like the first person that they talk to, they say, yeah, we came from Edo, and we all know that Edo is not from this area, it's from before. And the fact that they come from the past is accepted in a blink of an eye. The only thing they said is, yeah, we came from Edo and now we're here. It appears that we time traveled or something, and then just like, and the rest of the characters are just like, okay, they just accepted that fact like that. If someone right now comes from the future or comes from the past and tells me, oh yes, I come from the past, I'm just gonna sit there, look at him and be like, yes, I believe you. Absolutely not. This is something that doesn't happen. And for some reason, when they're introduced to another character who's the mom of like this girl who wants to find a cure, the mom reacts actually like all of them. And when they said, yeah, we come from the past, she's just like, ah, okay, and she's just going on. She's just proceed to do whatever it is that she was doing, and for some reason specifically for her, they're like, oh, how come she's not even a little bit surprised by the fact that we just said that we come from the past, that we are actual samurais? Why are you surprised about the fact that just this one doesn't react to the fact that you come from the past, and the other one, you didn't say anything? Because their reaction were kind of the same. They didn't say anything. They weren't surprised. They were yeah, maybe they were surprised, but the surprise, the reaction basically was, oh, really? Oh, that's nice. That's not someone who's surprised to me. This thing happens like 10 minutes in the story, and really before that I had hopes. I was like, yeah, the character design looks kind of interesting. Maybe they could do something really good with that. And then this happens. I was so disappointed. And one of the biggest problem of this show, Jesus, the 3D, the CGI, horrendous. I've never seen anything this disgusting before. They made a choice. They choose to like do the characters in 2D and the monsters in 3D CGI, and that's the shows that a lot of animes do nowadays, but it's well done. Here it's the worst case scenario. It's just, I have to show you this segment of episode 2. This is absolutely horrific. I have to show it to you. See? The guy looks like a piece of paper. He's not moving. The animation for the monster is not good. And on the other hand, you have the guy who's been kidnapped or picked up, looking like lifeless. How did they manage to do that? And you know, the saddest part with this animation is that it was done by really popular like animators. If I'm not mistaken, the animation, the CGI part was done by one of the guy who worked on Final Fantasy. So you guess by that the animation would be good, and instead it's just horrible. I don't know if it's because the animation that you would use for video game is not the same one that you use for an anime, because I don't know, the mix is kind of strange. But the outcome was really not good. But to make this video, I made some research about this Gibiate stuff, and it's a full-on project. I'm not even kidding. They have a website, they have a YouTube channel. Let me read you the description of the project. So, Gibiate project has been officially released with support from people who share the same slogan of create the world by world-class standard from the beginning. From the first stage, we aim to create contents of work like Marvel or Pixar's productions that can entertain people all over the world. Well, at least they have a goal, and I hope they can get to there. As the first step, we chose wa, Japanese, as the theme, while inviting highly reputed Japanese creators to help us fulfill the project. As a result, under the leadership of Yoshitaka Amano, I don't know who that guy is, Gibiate project is growing up as a fruit of collaboration among various big name artists. So that's what I said earlier. There are actually big names in this stuff. So why is it so bad? In the future, it would be possible for us to post more new releases as the project matures. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to everyone who has visited our website and to all the parties concerned. Producer Ryo Aoki. This Yoshitaka Amano is the guy who worked on Final Fantasy. Apparently he's really reputed and stuff, like he's famous and stuff and respected. And by the look of their website and like YouTube channel, they look to be really involved in what they're doing. So my question is, why is the outcome so terrible? I don't understand. Maybe it's because it's a first try and they just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand what they tried to do with that. The story is horrible, the animation is horrible, the everything is bad. It's not good. It's not a good anime. Honestly, I would watch it just to see how far, like how bad it can get. Because if this is the first episode, I don't see how this can get better. Uh, yeah, that's what all I wanted to say. If you like this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Bye.